Hello and welcome to Monday Night Football. I'm Sam Aiton, joined by Jack Shepherd for this edition of the tie Colours vs Bibs. On a very cold night, Jack, what did you make of the conditions last night?
Oh, the conditions are starting to get very, very cold. It's closing in on November now, and you can really tell with the icy surface and even rain outside.
And I think Conor Grover there's got a coat on at this point as well, so that tells you what the weather's like.
I've got my long Jonathans on just to be safe.
And that ball down the line to West, and an easy save from myself, who started the game in goal.
Clever little play from West there. Pete picks it back up from the clearance. Another good save.
And just keeping it nice and steady so far. I think the problem I had with the Colours at the start was that we had too many men back, not really anybody going forward. But then it worked out well in these kind of situations. So, Colours, what did you make of their team today then? So we obviously had Johnny and Connor, myself, you, Sharky, Smith and Turnbull. Do you think that was a good 7?
Yeah, well, as you said, it was... Oh, there's Johnny Bullock with a turn and a left-footed strike on the very first time, I think.
And that is a very nice finish there. Not much Cartwright can do with that one. A nice finish from Johnny.
As you said, very defensive to start the game. But we did end up attacking more once we figured out our shape.
And that there was a pure effort from Sharky. But you never know with Sharky, some of them can go straight in. But I think a nice mix of defensive and attacking players. And Bibbs didn't quite have as many options, I don't think. And then Johnny with an ambitious effort. Oh!
You don't see that every week, do you? Very
much like Roberto Di Matteo's strike. James Cartwright compared that to himself. And that, for me, it's a howler from James, really. But he shouldn't really be on his line in that position. And a great strike from Johnny.
Always looks more spectacular when it hits the underside of the crossbar.
And there is Johnny again, finding the space to Connor. And that's in the net. And it's 3-0.
Turnbull feels like he's nicked this one because I was rolling right at his feet.
But it is a nice finish from just lifting it over him. What one do you make at this point? It's 3-0 to Colours. Can you see Bibbs getting in their way back into it?
Bibbs haven't had much to start, just crosses and headers at the minute.
A nice clearance by yourself there. And this comes out to Bobby. Very quiet start from Bobby. You know he's normally involved a bit more. And Bradley Cooper there. And he's going to bring it in. West. And it is in, but it's an obvious handball there. Very much like Diego Maradona. Lovely finish though with the hand.
And there's me grassing.
And just to talk about the lineup that Colours have. Obviously Cartwright, the permanent keeper. Dino, Glove, Bobby, Peter, West and Callum. What do you make of that lineup? I think very much...
what a ping that was.
That's a great pass out to Turnbull there. And back into Grover. Will he get the finish? Good save from Cartwright. Really keeping his team in it there.
Good night stereo there.
And that's keeping it at 3-0 when it could well have been 4. But yeah, just to talk about the Colours lineup, what do you think of them as a team?
The Bibs?
The Bibs.
Well, yeah, they had some good flow, actually.
I think very much a midfield. I think every one of their players, other than maybe Piot and Glove, perhaps midfielders, really. So not really a great attacking outlet, apart from maybe West. But
yeah, West was very box-to-box this game.
I think he had to be, and it wasn't too far over. And this is to Bobby. We know he can finish in this kind of area, and he certainly does.
He's placed that
I'll tell you what, I was wrong-footed there, trying to guide somebody, and I know exactly what he's done, and I just couldn't quite get the hand there. At least I got a nice dive on the camera, though, and a great finish from Bobby to make it 3-1. And at this point, Bibbs looking like they could get back into it. And Smith making Glove look a fool there. But Glove's still there, so if Smith doesn't get the shot away, it could be cleared away. But it comes to Johnny. Cuts back. Oh, I mean, his turns are very good at the moment here. Keeps it. Bobby with a
good
harsh challenge, and Turnbull.
That's off the fence.
See you later. Why has he tried that there? You know, Turnbull, really, that's not his forte, but a good effort for him nonetheless. Glove.
Good pass there from Sanderson, finding Dino.
And a good save onto the near post
save,
there.
But only as far as Dino again.
And it comes off. Oh, and it's on target. I think he just took a nick off yourself there,
Jack.
Jack.
A tiny deflection there.
Well, it's not an own goal though, because that shot was on target. I think I would have had it covered, but it's just come off you. The first save there. And I think I could have done more with that save there, because I've given it straight back to him, and he's had a lovely turn on Grover there. And it's just...
You can hear it, Nick.
And it just comes off the knee, I think, doesn't it? And it just takes it... It actually took it further away. It's weird the way that deflected. Good save from Cartwright again. And at the minute, from Cartwright's performance, quite a few good chances. And we've had a goalkeeper switch now. Sharkey in goal.
Here's Dino again on the ball.
And over the top to Bobby.
That was a sweet pass.
There's Connor all over him. Sanderson.
We know what's happening here.
And that's well blocked by myself. Dino back out to Bobby
again.
And Bobby with a bit of skill gets it through. Cleave by yourself to West.
Cheeky.
And he's gone for a cheeky one there. I think Sharkey would have had that one covered. Another long pass.
Good pass from Pete to find Glove there, but just not enough legs on Glove.
For me, I just think the long passes really, they're not the way this team should be playing, and that was another battle through, and
it'd been a corner, that actually.
And I think it was a corner, but it was definitely not a corner. And that is a finish there from Grover. And I just have one criticism of Cartwright there, because where is he? He's stood dancing, not really moving forward, and Connor just has to finish that. Calm, composed finish. Great pass from Turnbull as well there, but Cartwright for me should have done more on that one. But another good effort from Sanderson. In saying that, Cartwright, what did you make of his game so far?
He's made some very good saves there so far this game. Plenty of movement there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an awful lot. There's a confusion, I think, in the back line.
It's like Andrea Pirlo.
And there he is again. Out to Turnbull this time. Turns it back inside, but the passing around well now, Bibbs. Glove, we know we can hit it from around this range. But he can also find Sanderson in acres of space. Great save from Sharkey.
Fantastic save from Sharkey, that one.
I think for me, Sanderson really... I mean every time it's a strike, isn't it? Every time it's a strike. It is a good strike, though.
And on target.
It was. I mean, the one shot I think he had on target all game there. And I know he'll give me the same abuse, so I feel that's okay.
Oh, nice.
Good save again from Sharkey, because that was dipping him from Bobby.
As Callum says, he only plays once every 4 weeks, so he's going to shoot, isn't he? Get as much
You might as well, yeah. And you know what? Some of the strikes go in, so you can't really complain. And there it is.
The header.
That is the 5th goal. Could that be enough? The 3-goal advantage. And that ball was just delightful from Johnny. I didn't have to do anything to direct that one into the goal. And here they go again. Piot to Dino. Go over with the tackle. Dino wins it back again. And the strike. And that one was always rising, wasn't it there?
Yes. Couldn't get his knee over it.
And now to Turnbull again. Just wide. Was that a save from Camp? No.
I'm not sure if that was a save. But
I think with me running over, I thought it might have been, but it wasn't. And there is a ball forward to Connor. Him and Sanderson battling, and
good strength shown from Sanderson there.
I'll be totally honest, I think this is the most I've ever seen the ball from the other pitch on our pitch as well.
It's true.
And
it's Smith.
Pass there to Smith.
In open space.
Oh. And that won't be the last time we see him do something like that. And that could have sealed the game, but he's unfortunately not done that. And Piot, we know he's going to hit it. And blocked again.
Oh, good block there.
And he's saying to me there, he's saying if you didn't get a touch on that was going in the bottom corner. And I think it probably was, but Sharkey might have been equal to it. Oh, it's in! But I don't think it's going to count. Because let's have a look again. And that is off the hand of Piot. He doesn't know anything about that. It's not done on purpose for off the hand there, isn't it?
It does look like it hits off the hand there, but he said it just was off the face.
And that's definitely a handball there from Piot.
This one's the clearest angle here.
I mean, you can see the tackle coming in. Oh!
There's the hand.
And I tell you what, he looks like Anthony Joshua punching that ball into the net there.
He punches it onto his head, to be fair, and then Vel heads it in.
So unfortunately, that one there.
I mean, it has counted because I put it on the...
It has counted. He'll be happy with that one, Piot, but I think
it's contentious.
It's definitely contentious. And Smith saying no, thank you, getting rid of that one.
Yes, he's cleared that one.
And here it is. Goes to Glove. And chips in, and that one does count. Volley from Piot.
Great ball in, great volley. Undefendable.
And on his weaker foot, guides it in. And I tell you what, must be one of the first games where we've had a header and a volley in open play. And Bobby gets that shot, and Sharkey gets his toe on it.
Scuttles across just in time.
And here's Johnny. Plays into myself in a shooting position. Plays it across to yourself, Jack, and that's a fine save from Cartwright. What a strike that was.
It was.
Frustrating you today, last night, wasn't he, Cartwright?
He was, yeah, being so good and only good on my shots. I mean, he's good on everyone's shots.
He's kept the team in here 5-4, and that is a good ping, and it's well saved by Smith.
Good beat to just head that one towards goal.
And Sanderson, and that's over the fence. And let's be honest, as soon as that ball left his foot, we knew where that was going. And he knew himself, didn't he, there? You can see with that HD image of the man. And it's across. Glove off the bar.
Crossbar.
And I tell you what, he had Smith beaten all ends up there, didn't he?
So close there from Glove.
Does Smith get a touch on that? I don't think he does. It looks very much like his hands are
Doesn't look like
close to the ball, but a great strike from Glove, just unfortunately off the crossbar. And he'll go again, Bobby. Driving. Plays it through, and it's a decent effort from some considerable distance there.
I don't know if he meant that as a shot or a through ball, but it needed saving.
It certainly was one of them, I think, where if it did get a touch on it, it would have been good. And Sanderson now, for some reason, Culler's getting forward quite a lot, and Sanderson with an effort. Guarding a 1-goal lead here, shouldn't really be getting forward quite as much.
The throwing into the box there is cleared by Sanderson, and I am outstrengthed
and
by
Piotr. And then Bobby, and he's going to find Piotr again. And goes to Sanderson and to Piotr, and we all know what's going to happen here. Piotr over the bar. And that for me is just because of the dilly-dallying about that.
There's not enough shooting first time at football.
There's not. People just like to take a touch there, and I myself there with a bad bit of play.
I don't know what Glove said to Johnny there, but he's not happy about it.
He's not. He's booted the ball vigorously at him.
Take that, son.
And I don't know if that was meant there, but Glove certainly doesn't look. But look at the reaction of him here. Hardly even flinches and just walks off. Bobby with the chance. Great save by Johnny and cleared away by Turnbull. And it's a battle in there. And it's going to go to West, won by Sharkey to Connor.
Dino hustling.
Dino, but Dino still gets him and wins it back. And here is Dino steaming forward now to Piotr.
Good save.
Just a good save.
And that will end it tonight.
And it finishes 5-4. I don't know about you, Jack. I'm thinking maybe 5-3 should have been the scoreline, but Piotr didn't know much about that handball. It wasn't a deliberate one like West. Right result?
Yeah, it was a very good game, actually. And speaking of results it should have been, it could have been 10-4 or 10-3 because this man, James Cartwright, man of the match.
I think definitely, yeah, Cartwright for me. There's a few saves there that didn't even make the highlights for me. But I think one thing that Cartwright did is he definitely kept his side in the game. There's a couple of one-on-ones he saved from Grover. I remember one where he was actually wrong-footed and he keeps the ball out of the net. To be honest, for me, Cartwright is a surefire man of the match. Some good performances all around, but I don't think anyone really stood out in controlling the game as much as we've seen in recent weeks. So Cartwright for me for keeping his side in that game, and it could have been much more, like you say.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for today, and we shall see you next Monday.
We won't.
No, we won't, because it is bonfire night, so I think the game will still be going ahead, but certain people will not be there, so Jack himself won't be attending that fixture, so we'll see, and we will let people know what is happening with that as and when we find out. But thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again soon.
Au revoir.